Chanel jackets with the elbows out. Amazing.
That is funky.
The set may be more complicated than ever, but Karl Lagerfeld's latest collection for Chanel is more focused. Plus, it has the best take on a classic Chanel tweed jacket that I've seen for a long time. A tweed jacket with the elbows out. That's an enchanting notion.
Yes, because, the Chanel tweed is very, very expensive. So if you buy something and it looks like expensive, it's very bad. So treat it like your jeans. For me, it's a very modern, unpretentious, funny article.
That's his new gig, is making sure that there's a classic, but it's brand new and a younger generation will be wearing it. It's very cool.
Distressed. The thing I'll remember from that collection.
What's that French phrase? Poverty deluxe or something?
Severe opulence.
Yes, severe opulence.
I thought this actually was a really young show. At the same time, there were a huge number of very restrained work looks. I mean, this was a take it and wear it to the corner office kind of collection.
Karl has, his vision, and it's adaptable to so many different types of women.
The collection was so focused. I'm wondering if the fact that you've moved recently had any influence on it.
For sure, everything one does has an influence, and this was a real life change, so I'm happy you saw that.
Sometimes there's a lot of accessories and things, a lot of doodads. That was a very doodad-free collection.
The embellishment was on the carousel and not on the clothing, and that allowed everyone to see the clothing instead of the accessories. If you look at the world in fast dressing, and people just don't have the luxury of time anymore. You just want to get dressed and get out of there. It is stripped, although there's loads of luxury if you want to start looking at all the textiles, the frills and the pleating. The details in the clothes, the values in the clothes. Clean, simple, perfect clothing without being boring.
The sexy rough edge.
Totally sexy. It's hot.
The set. The set was sickening.
The base of the Paris fashion is Chanel. The old merry-go-round is a typical French thing from the Foire des Trônes. And today, the world turns around fashion, and fashion turns around the world.
So think of you with your dreams, though. It's a bit like a Hitchcock dream sequence.
It's very flattering what you say, but there's no crime.